Camp Snap is a pretty interesting story. From very simple beginnings to fill a need for a screen-free device for the kids to take to summer camp, now they're carving out a niche with a whole line of retro-inspired photography gear. The CS8 takes its cues from the classic Super 8mm film cameras of the 70s, but it's a full-fledged digital camera with a few interesting features. It's rechargeable, reusable, and includes everything you need to get underway right out of the box. The internal lithium-ion battery came charged, complete with fully analog gauges, and the included and pre-installed 4GB card is good for roughly 30 minutes of footage. Camp Snap claims it's ready to accept up to a 128GB card that bumps the total film time on a single SD card up to 16 hours. Lastly, you get a USB-C to C cord in the box. Setup time is non-existent. Flip the power dial to on. Choose your desired output settings and put your eye up to the EVF. You pull the trigger to begin shooting, and the moment you let the trigger go, it stops. No concerns with focus or reviewing footage you captured here. Just like the original 8mm cameras from which it takes its inspiration, there are no onboard editing capabilities and no playback functionality. You won't know what you have until you dump your card into a computer or phone. There is an onboard microphone for capturing audio that seems about on par with the quality and range of an average cell phone. There's also a 10x digital zoom accomplished with buttons on the rear right side of the camera body, meaning to use them while filming you reach over the top of the unit with your left hand. As for output settings, you get several. There are 4 internal filters. Standard shoots at 30 frames per second, captures natural color, and adds no effects. Vintage 1 retains 30 frames per second but washes out the colors and mutes the contrast to replicate the look of 90s camcorders. Vintage 2 is largely the same but warms up the tones. Analog mimics the look of 8mm film, adding gritty artifacts and dropping the frame rate to 18 frames per second. Lastly, black and white returns the frames to 30 and delivers monochrome. What really makes the CS8 experience special is the ability to select your aspect ratio. Here you can opt for 9:16 if social media reels are your thing, 1:1 for a perfect square, 4:3 to replicate the look of CRT home movies, and 16:9 for cinematic widescreen. All of that said, though, the real proof is in the pudding, so let's take a look at some footage I managed to capture with the CS8. So what can be said about the unit that can't be gleaned from spec sheets and press releases? In action, it feels surprisingly intuitive and offers a very unique shooting experience you simply aren't going to get from using your phone or mirrorless camera. This extends beyond the included filters as well. The aesthetic, lack of screen and trigger pull shooting force you into the moment in a way that's been largely missing since camcorders fell out of style a couple decades back. Of course, this also limits the functionality of the camera in many ways. If vlogging is your thing, or setting your camera on a tripod and leaving it running describes your ideal filming experience, this isn't the unit for you. Also, there is no discrete filming option with a CS8 if you like to blend in with the crowd. A vintage camera body that has to be held up to your eye is guaranteed to get attention and start many a conversation in a sea of smartphone videographers. In hand, the CS8 actually feels more sturdy and stable than expected. It weighs in at a little over a pound, and the dials have a nice, silky spin that terminate in satisfying clicks. Settings: stay put. About the lightest feeling switch on the whole camera may be the trigger itself, but it's got a very short throw that should be good for long-term durability. All in all, the CS8 is a fun device that offers something unique and serves as a catalyst to get out and film. At the $149 pre-order price, it's a good value for what it sets out to accomplish. It's supposed to increase to $200, which may put it out of reach for hobbyists looking for something unique to play with. I found bringing it with me on daily errands to try and capture footage became a fun challenge. In fact, I was often seeking angles and compositions that I wouldn't have even considered with the smartphone in my pocket. Sometimes the hardware can inspire you to get out there and shoot, and it's hard to place a monetary value on that.